Okay, I don't even know. Man, it's the same thing every single time I put out this thing. But I've been thinking a lot about like creating. When I say creating, about how we all have like these really big ideas, but sometimes we can't get us to start. Why does that even happen? Like I be thinking about that too. Like I know a lot of people that have like really big ambitions and goals, and like we would talk about it in school, but nobody really starts anything. I'm guilty of that too. Big ideas, big ambitions, things that I want to do. Like I know I want to do it, but I just can't do it. For me, it's like a constant tug of war in a sense of like wanting to create something superb and great, but then I just get kind of stuck. I don't really know how to get out of it, and then like there's this feeling of guilt of not doing what, or not of not doing enough. You know what I mean? Like the guilt of just like not being productive and well, being productive and knowing I should be doing something or creating something. So I think like most people most people will have experienced that in some way, shape, or form. Like there's just this rush of inspiration and like a desire to create something, but then we just procrastinate. It's easy to tell ourselves like, okay, we'll start tomorrow, or we're just too tired. But the guilt builds up. It's like a feeling before we even begin, which is so strange. Like that's how I be feeling like, damn, I was supposed to start this thing last week. I've been talking about this thing since last week. 7 days has passed and still haven't started it. So it's just making me feel like a feeling things of that nature. But I don't even want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? And like I've been thinking about it and trying to break down exactly what happened inside of my mind. I'm not sure if it's like sometimes it might be a form of perfectionism in a sense. Like I know how friends that think that their ideas might not be good enough. It might not be worth the effort to put it into fruition. And then for some other people, it just might be the idea of failing. Like you don't want to fail. You know what I'm saying? Both are very scary. You don't want to put in your time and effort into something, and next thing you know, it's just like boring. And then you also don't want to put your time and effort into something and you just don't succeed. That is a mad thing. And I guess like I'm kind of in between two. Cause sometimes I feel as though my ideas aren't good enough, and then sometimes I feel as though I don't want to fail. You know what I mean? But that's the thing I want to do is like the fear of the unknown, in a sense. Like, what if the effort? What if we put in all the effort and it doesn't really work out? And there's like a heavy psychology behind it. I'm not gonna say heavy, because I'm not a psychologist, but there's like I think about it though. The cycle of wanting to create but not being. Okay, the cycle of wanting to create but not doing it is tied to some interesting mental thingy inside of your brain. Like maybe when you feel overwhelmed, you're shut down. And then all of a sudden, those really huge ideas that you would have had, those ideas that you would have feel even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because it just feels so overwhelmed. So now those ideas, those ambitions feel so huge. Feel like mountains that you're trying to climb. It's too steep. I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. It's just like you're just lazy, or feeling lazy, or maybe it's a fear of. No, it's not about being lazy. It's about fear and pressure. In a way. fear and pressure in a way. It's like being thirsty but refuses to drink water because it's not the perfect temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do this thing, but maybe it's not the perfect time. I just suffer that too. Like, I want to start something, maybe like I want to start studying, and I'll wait until the start of the week to start it. That seems more perfect and that seems more set. But you don't have to wait until the start of the week to start doing something. You can start right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, you're thirsty, but you're freezing to drink water because it is the perfect temperature. Why? You're waiting for the right moment, but by the time you're waiting, you're just being dehydrated. It just don't make no sense. Because what I've noticed. You drink some water. I think a big step too is acknowledging your guilt. I was talking about how you get guilt sometimes, and that could be something that prevents you from picking yourself up or starting to create. The guilt of not creating. It kind of is a heavy thing in relation to the desire to create. So you have to acknowledge it. Like, we feel like we're failing because we're not doing anything that we said we do. But is that really laziness, or is it just that we're overwhelmed and unsure where to start? That's okay. Like, that's okay. You don't have to know when and where to start. Just start. As in, even you don't have to take a huge leap, but you could get there. You know what I'm saying? Just creep your way there. A small way of showing that you're starting is just by paying interest in it. As in, you want to become a web developer, look up, watch some YouTube videos, see what you want to get yourself into. All of that is a part of starting it, you know. I would give yourself credit when credit is due. I think that's another thing too, redefining productivity. Like, realizing that productivity is measured in different ways. As in, you could be productive in different ways, and you have to give yourself credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Paying interest in something is being productive. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to put it into words, but like, that's like, I don't know. I understand what I mean. This is for me anyway, so I don't care. I was saying redefining productivity. So maybe the solution isn't just to push through and create something perfect. Maybe the answer is to start small, even if it feels like nothing at first. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something grand or extravagant. Just creating something. Even if it's bad, creating something bad is still better than creating nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And then I think one thing too is to embrace rest. As in, you know, you'll be not talking about work this and work that, but what about rest? Kaylin, you're not even talking about rest. Sometimes we might feel guilty for taking a break, but resting is part of the process as well. It's like, it's okay to pause and recharge, because that's what allows you to come back and create with a fresh perspective, especially when it comes to creating art, creating music, or coming up with a new idea. You have to be able to sit back, relax, and let your mind and your cells, your brain cells, to rejuvenate and catch themselves. You know what I mean? So taking a break is important. Don't feel guilty for resting as well. Once you've been in a week, don't feel guilty for resting. I think another thing too is setting small goals as well. Instead of saying, okay, I need to finish this entire project. No. Just say, whoa, okay, I'll write one sentence today. You know, baby steps, man. That might sound ridiculous, but baby is better to Create small goals as baby steps that are achievable rather than creating a big goal that you just get overwhelmed and you don't achieve. You know what I'm saying? Just don't waste your time doing that. So, what is the answer to coping with this desire to create while simultaneously dealing with the guilt of not creating? I don't know. Maybe it's about reframing your perspective. Let go of the need of perfection. Embrace the small steps and understand that we all go through this. We all go through this. Everybody feels it. It's just part of the creating process, the creative process. Um, I'm giving solutions and I deal with the same problem. This is so hypocritical. Um, I was gonna say something real corny. I was gonna say, what do you think? Have you felt the pull to create something that couldn't push through? Let me know in the comments down below. That's corny as hell, bro. But yeah, I have little notes here so I could like keep track of exactly what I want to say, and it's just bullet points so I don't go off course. Because I have you know a kind of habit for not shooting people, but like just going off course. But yeah, to keep it short and sweet, the answer, I don't know what the answer is. What I could say is maybe it's all about taking the pressure off, starting small and not beating yourself over when you come up short. You know what I'm saying? Straying away from this ideology of perfectionism. You can never be perfect. We aren't perfect people. We aren't designed to be perfect. But one thing that we could do is we could always try and aim for perfection. You know what I'm saying? By putting our best foot forward. I think once you're trying your hardest and once you're being your best self, that in itself is perfection. Because that is the best that you could be. You know what I'm saying? So redefine your definition of perfection. Realize that perfection is subjective. Perfection is you. Even if that's you in a sluggish way, in a life sucks way, that's still you, and that's perfect. You know, I'm gonna make this video longer. I don't know. You don't have to be this overly productive robot that achieves every single thing and every single task. No, because that's not how we are to operate. You know what I'm saying? Having dreams and goals, yes, have those, but you don't have to achieve every single goal and every single dream that you set out to do. The only goal that you should aim to achieve is to make yourself proud, and above that, be happy. Like, be happy. The minute you start putting projects and assignments and schoolwork over your happiness is the minute you lost. You ain't the same no more. You ain't winning. I was not winning. It might feel that way at first. You get the medals and you get the awards for being an academically outstanding individual, but you still feel hollow inside. And why is that? Because you're not happy. You're not happy because that's not what you want. There are some people that genuinely crave academic validation or crave the feeling of running a business or like that nature. That's them, and everybody's like that. That's why I said redefine your definition of success. Redefine what do you deem as successful and what do you deem as perfection. because how you describe those things could very much alter how you perceive the world. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's path is different. Not everybody could be academically gifted. I mean, everybody could, but not everybody could do it and have a smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it, because we feel things different. Our brains are different. We're humans and we just feel different, and that's okay. You don't have to be like Jack, Jill, and Tom. You just have to be you. And it's that. You just have to be you. I think that's something I suffer with too. I would have had friends or people that I was really close with, and we broke, we kind of drifted apart, and it turned into a competition in the sense of, okay, well, they're into comp science, so I need to become the best in computer science. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't have to be the best in any field, really. You have to be true to yourself, though. You have to make sure your heart, oh shoot, as soon as I said, you have to make sure your heart is beating, not just pumping with blood, but pumping with a real will to live, a real desire. Pumping not just for yourself, but for others too. Not in a submissive way, or in a self-degrading way, but in a selfless way. Your heart have to beat for the right reasons too, not just to pump blood in your body. For your loved ones, your heart need to beat for them too. That's law. Heart need to beat for them too. That's law. Making sure they're straight because you love them. A lot, I think, like a big thing too is that this will, like, nowadays it isn't funneled by real things, authentic things. It's funneled by facades and facetious. No, we cutting that out, fam. That's a mad thing. Hey, what? No, we're not cutting out. We're keeping it raw. Pause. Facetious. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know why. As I was saying, it's not full of anything authentic. It's full of a lot of facades, fake personas, facetious intent, people that do things just to hit other people for spite, and they thrive off of that too. That's mad. That's mad. And that's tough. That's tough. But the reality is that how that is the world that we live in. And that ain't right. It might seem normal, but that don't mean it right. It's not right. It's not right. And you can't let that govern your soul either. You can't let that dictate your movements either. If people want to be bummy, let them be bummy. If people want to sell their soul and give up their happiness to pursue an academic career, let them do it. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to be the richest person in the world either. No. Because money isn't everything. No. Being truly happy is everything. If money is your gateway to that, by all means, sure, go ahead. But for a lot of people that would even listen to this, money is not your answer. It is deeper than that. Sometimes you might just want money, not for the sake of having money, but for others. It's deeper than that. You might have like a family member that's sick and they can't pay their hospital bills, and you want money. So you spend your days working and trying to get it bread for their bills and things of that nature. Of course, respect, that's love. but it's deeper than that. It's not just about that. I ain't even want to talk about that. Not just saying I know people that think that providing for their family just by financial through finances is just love. That ain't love. It's deeper than that. It's more than that. Being there for them. Support, emotional support, holding hand, that connectivity. That's something money cannot buy. That's something that a degree cannot give you. That level of connectivity and closeness with one another. That level of authenticity, that raw kind of love. It don't even have to be a romantic thing. Platonically speaking too. That raw kind of love, the real emotion. You don't get them thing no more. Cause a lot of the times people don't care what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? People don't really care what I'm saying. And most of the time they're not even happy, and they wonder why. They are unhappy because they're letting fake things govern their life when you really need to govern your life. Real things, real desire, real purpose. Ooh. Have a next video, man. Have a next video. Purpose. Purpose, real purpose. I just went off script. I was really supposed to talk. I have like the notes here. So I was supposed to talk about the desire of wanting to create / dealing with guilt of not doing the things that you set out to do. But this is close related. I know I strayed off topic too. This is close related in the sense of that a lot of the time the guilt that you feel isn't even real. The guilt is from comparison, and comparison is the killer of man. We've been knew this. Comparison kills personality. The minute you start comparing yourself to your neighbor, you failed miserably. You lost the very essence of what makes you you. The minute you start to compare yourself to other people, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know so many people that, man, I know so many people that gave up their uniqueness to copy and paste an aesthetic they saw on TikTok. That is a mad thing, yo. It is a madness. They gave up the innocence and the funniness to fill a nonchalant aesthetic that they saw on TikTok. Can you believe me? Man. That's insane. And I'm thinking about a friend I had. She gave up a whole. That's just so mad. That's just so mad. I'm still thinking about it. I just feel sad for Loki. But she's not the only one though. I have friends too that just why you doing that? Why you doing that, man? This just pissed me off, bro. You never do that, man. You never do that. You never do that. Giving up the very essence of what makes them unique, what makes them human, to copy and paste a persona that's glorified on TikTok. I've seen people that lost relationships over glorifying personalities on TikTok, glorifying standards that they didn't even believe in, but because majority believed in it on TikTok, they took it up and they gave up on their love. Mad. 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 The 3-month rule. Mad. That's a mad thing. 9-month rule. That just don't make no sense. People would give up on their lover because they don't meet an aesthetic that is pleasing to other people. Why are you dating him for then? Why are you dating her? That just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. Why are you doing that? You are a bum. A huge bum. Imagine how weird that is. You give up on your lover to because they don't meet the aesthetic that is pleasing to other people. And that's your lover. You are a bum. Swear down. Swear down. That's mad. That just don't make no sense. Honestly, I have a lot of things that there's a lot of things I could talk about that a lot of people do because their ideologies are no longer authentic and is governed by trends and bandwagonism. Mad. Imagine you, as a human, you have your own personal fingerprint. A unique fingerprint. So unique that biological and identical twins, triplets, quadruplets, quintuplets don't even have the same fingerprint. You are unique in some way, shape, or form. And you decide to copy personalities that you see on TikTok. Now they're gonna make me heat up. It's a madness. Could you give up being unique to being a copy and paste? You are a bum. Swear down. That just don't make no sense. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to keep the video too long, but it's down there 30 minutes. But yeah, I have an ear infection, so I can't even hear all this air. But I don't even know I'm going to title this video now. I hate when I do that. I had a clear title for this one. I don't even know I'm going to title it. I don't even know I'm going to title it. Next video, I would expand more what I was talking about just now. About how people, aesthetics, about how bandwagonism and trending aesthetics ruined human society. Not okay. Whoa, that's mad. Sorry, I'm just annoyed. Okay, that's an over exaggeration. It didn't ruin it didn't ruin human society, but it did dampen it a lot, and it took away the uniqueness that an individual once had. A lot of the times back in the 80s, people are now social media, so a lot of people are going to copy one another personality. A lot of the times, people's personalities were developed by actual experiences that they would have gotten from living and not just doom scrolling on an iPad or phone. People didn't share algorithms. A man from Germany does not say the same jokes as me. Back in the 80s. Why? Because it's different culture. And there's nothing wrong with blending culture. But I'm saying skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet. Sigma. I ain't gonna lie, I love my brain rot, but oh god. Man, everybody, goth girls, goth guys. Boy, I have so much to talk about next video, but I'm gonna end this one here.